We are in a queue where people are waiting to get their weapons to fight the Russian invaders. There is no reason to believe that they're going to stop anytime soon, and their objective clearly, at least to me, seems to be the occupation of my entire country and the destruction of everything that I love. I'm just a regular civilian. I have basically nothing to do with war or any other thing like it. And I wouldn't really want to participate in anything like this, but I don't really have any choice because this is my home.
Мотивація проста. Це краще, ніж сидіти вдома і чекати, поки до тебе щось прилетить. І хто як не ми.
When I heard the explosions, I decided that I am ready. I am an adult woman, I am healthy, and it's my responsibility.
Так, наразі, виходячи з того, що ми прив'язані до конкретного району Києва, ми готуємося саме до вуличних боїв, нам розповідають, як правильно себе поводити в команді, поодинці.
Люди тільки йдуть і підтримують, тільки хвалять, і щоб хтось переживав за це, що ми зброю. Я за сутки останні це. Наоборот, чим більше людей...
All right, Shalom. This is Hara 1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also, that in the last days, perilous times shall come. Excuse me. All right, so yeah, man. This shows us that we're in the last days. All right, perilous times. Let me get that word perilous. All right. It says here, the word perilous, it means what? Difficult, dangerous. All right, these some dangerous times to be alive in. Hard to do, to take, to approach. Hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, fierce, savage. All right, harsh times, man. Idea of reducing the strength. And that's what these times are going to do to a lot of people. You know, going to wear a lot of people out. Now you have those Ukrainians preparing for, in the midst of the war, all right, fighting the war against Russia right now. All right, you have, what's that, Kiev, and which is like the capital or the town, the city. And they got that surrounded right now with troops. Russia already sent in almost half of the troops that they had amassed around the borders. Russia has 190,000 troops over there, and they only sent in half of that number so far. You have Ukraine. They're such a sovereign nation that they have their own language. All right, they have their own language, their own writing system and poetry system. And they're very rich in resources such as uranium, all right? And they're right on the borders of Russia, but they're a sovereign nation ever since the Soviet Union. Especially what you had, what was his name, man? Stalin. I think it's Joseph Stalin. I can't remember his first name, Stalin. All right, during the times of Stalin, when he was doing all that killing, a mass murderer, his focus that he tormented, what nation he tormented were the Ukrainian nation, all right, because they were a sovereign country. And they always stood up against what's known as Russia. Russia would be known as Eastern Eurasia, and Ukraine would be known as part of Europe, all right, Western Europe. So now NATO claims it as their property. You know, they're trying to annex, meaning join too. They're trying to get Ukraine to join NATO, all right, and allow NATO to put missiles all across the borders of Russia, almost 5 minutes away. All right, so now this is part of the reason why Russia is responding. All right, America and NATO have crossed every red line that Russia said don't cross. So now you have them putting what dangerous times on this nation called Ukraine, and everybody's forced to fight. They said if anybody's from 18 years old to 60, they got to stay. So all those people, you see what mindset they had to switch into. Now they're like, yeah, this is my home. I gotta fight. If they could leave, they would. A lot of them. If they could leave, they probably would. A lot of them was actors and basic employees, like that woman. So a lot of these women, man, they're gonna have it hard, especially over here in America, because what's over there is coming here to this place. Right, but it's gonna be 10 times worse right here in Babylon. You got it's gonna be called a civil war over here, to where they rise up against the actual government. All right. So that country over there, Ukraine, they're trying to stand up against the governance of Russia. All right. So now Russia has went in there, taken all the nuclear, what did it called? Nuclear warehouses, what do we call it? Facilities. They've blown up all the airports. So whoever's there, man, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get. They're actually attacking them right now. They're going to war. All right. So yeah, man, these are dangerous times, perilous times, man, difficult times. So the Lord said that in the last days. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also. See, we gotta know this. That in the last days, perilous times shall come, right? Because people, they're busy caught up into this world, and they're comfortable in this place. See, all right. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, right? So the Lord telling us to get up and run from America? No. Those people over there in Kiev, or whatever you call Ukraine, they got to leave because they getting destroyed, as we speak. But according to prophecy, the people that are in this truth, we're not supposed to get up and run and try to go to Israel or go some other country and all that. It's like on the Matrix when what's his name, Morpheus, he told Neo, he said, yo, he said, so you saying I can dodge bullets? He said, yo, Neo, what I'm telling you is when you're ready, you won't have to dodge no bullets. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord telling us, we like, yo, so we should flee? He's like, no, what I'm telling you, when you're ready, you won't have to flee. You won't have to run nowhere. All right? Because he's going to give his elect protection. All right? He's going to defend them. This is an amazing time to be in, man, to see the Lord's power, see his deliverance, miraculous intervention. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart. So you depart spiritually and mentally out of this place. Because if not, as the Titanic sinking, so shall the mind of a lot of these people. Their mind is going to sink too in that sunken place. Depression, anxiety, fear. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you with a sore destruction. All right? That's right, man, because these are perilous times, man. We're getting an example of it. And the Lord said this was going to happen. That we're going to hear wars and rumors of wars. Right? But the end is not yet. So, this is about to get real bad. All right. Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, man. People that ain't paying attention and not watching, and I don't talk about politics. I don't care about the news. I don't watch that. It's depressing. And all the Bible, yeah, whatever. See, they're gonna get caught out there, man. Caught off guard. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed, man. So also destruction and war is near as well. All right. So they both arriving at the same time, the gift and the curse, the destruction and the salvation. You know? So everything that's happening over there, martial law, lack of food, economy crash, troops going up and down the street, missiles flying everywhere, jets and shit dropping missiles and bombs, you know? So leadership being targeted, civil war, nations rising up against each other. It says what? The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light, man. All right, so I brought this out the other day. I want to bring this out again, Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So we're hearing that. The Lord saying, yeah, you're going to hear that. And being a human in this flesh, you'll be scared. Like, oh, shit, man, this is getting crazy. But being in the spirit, you have no fear, man. You know? The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you have no fear. Except for fearing the Most High. The one that's bringing the judgment, controlling everything. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right. For nation shall rise against nation. See, it's going to happen. These nations are going to rise against each other. That's what we're seeing. And kingdom against kingdom. See that? So ultimately, it's going to be smaller nations going against the big nations. Then ultimately, it's going to be the big nations going against the what do you call that? World powers, you know. But right now, you got these small countries going against the bigger countries, you know. For nation shall rise against nation, all right, and that's what they're doing. Kiev are Edomites as well, and they basically just like them Russians and them Europeans, but they got their own language, all right. So they're like their own nation in the sense of a government. But nation shall rise against nation, you know, and Satan's going to be divided against Satan, because they're all adversaries to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And seeing that Esau ultimately is divided upon this earth, you know, this whole united front that they have in this world order that they're trying to build is going to fall. All right. It says, all these are to be, pestilences, earthquakes, and famines, and earthquakes in diverse places, right? All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, that's just the beginning of the hell that's coming upon this place. Like a tsunami starts with a flood first, and then the tsunami comes rushing in and drowns everybody. 2 Ezra 13 and 31. No, 29. But behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, man. So we're in that time. All right. We're in that time where the Lord is beginning. See, this is the beginning of sorrows. This is the beginning of the judgments and the beginning of our deliverance. See? So when he will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, man, talking about the elect of Israel that are still left on this earth in these times. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. So ultimately, the Lord's going to come here and get the elect. And he's going to catch everybody off guard that's not looking for him, that's not watching for him. And one shall undertake to fight against another. See, we're seeing that. They're all fighting against each other, these nations, right? One city against another. See, like Ukraine against Russia or Moscow. One place against another. One people against another. See, you're going to have race wars here in America. It's going to be a different type of fight. And one realm against another, man. So that's when the angels and Yahweh going to send Yahweh Shai to fight against the wicked in this realm, man. All right. And we fighting against the wicked in the spiritual realm too, and in the physical. You see that? So It's a time of war. All right. So one city is fighting against another right now, and we're witnessing it. But the Lord said, be not troubled, because these things got to come to pass. This is the beginning of it. All right. So in the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen, which I showed thee before, and then shall my son be declared. So this is what time we in, man. So all these signs are coming to pass, and then soon Yahweh Shai is going to be declared, man. Trump is going to sound. They're going to start seeing more chariots and seeing Yahweh Shai with the angels and the other chariots coming in the distance in the heavens. Man, and they ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. Right? And then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. So they saw him ascending. The same one is going to descend and come out of the heavens, all right, to this earth. And he said, the same way we saw him leave, we're going to see him returning. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another, right? That's why you can't feel sorry for these people. That's why they're fighting these battles, because they're going to be the same ones if they're alive to fight against Yahweh Shai. They're going to be saying the same, they're going to be in that same robotic mindset. Yeah, you got to get my guns from the government because they said we got to fight. This is my planet. They ain't going to say my home. They're going to say, this is my planet and this is my home. So we have to fight. And they're going to be trying to fight against the Lord. All right. So, and when the people shall hear his voice, wow, man, his voice. We about to hear that, yo. Yahweh Ratazar, we're alive to hear that, his voice, someday soon. And when they hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another. All right, so they are going to leave the battle, and they're gonna start trying to fight against Yahweh Shai. They're going to call them aliens. Saying aliens are showing up, UFOs. And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. So that's just it, man. All right, so Luke 12:49. I am come to send fire on the earth. So the Lord is sending this fire that's coming upon this earth right now. All right. I am come to send fire on the earth. And what will I, if it be already kindled? Meaning, what do you believe the Lord's will is if you're seeing all this fire and sorrow breaking out upon the earth? So the Lord is bringing what? A sword and fire upon this earth, man. And that fire that Yahweh Shai is bringing is from Yahweh. All right, Deuteronomy 32:22. For a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn into the lowest hell. See, that's Yahweh talking. So a fire has been kindled in his anger, and Yahweh Shai is going to be bringing that fire. All right, and they're bringing it through what? Through war that's breaking out upon this earth as well. And a fire is kindled in mine anger. See, he said, what will I if it already be kindled? And shall burn unto the lowest hell. All right here upon this earth. And shall consume the earth with her increase, man. Gonna weaken everything upon this earth, man. All right. So as the earth increases in wickedness, the judgments are going to increase. And set on fire the foundations of the mountains of the governments. All right, it's going to be a nuclear fire. Okay, so the Most High is sending Yahweh Shai to bring that fire and to manipulate the minds of these nations to bring about World War III, to shoot off his arrows, which are the ICBM missiles, man, ultimately. All right, because you're going to have a draft, you're going to have all kind of wars and battles, especially a lot of these women that don't want to have a man, you know. That's why Isaiah chapter 4, 7 women, meaning a lot of women going to attach to one man. Because look at that. She, that woman had to go fight now. She had to pick up a machine gun. They laying out buckets of guns in front of everybody on every street for people to fight against Russia. Isaiah 32:9, man. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech, man. What do you see online? You see nothing but women twerking, especially of our nation. All right, twerking and doing makeup challenges and shit like that, and working with different memes and shit like that on the internet. Becoming a boss, B-I-T-C-H, as they like to say. So, but you look at Esau children, they training them, firearms, all kind of martial arts, UFC, all right, and survival tactics, camping. So, but it says, rise up, you women that are at ease, man. They're at ease. A lot of women are at ease in this place, in the way the world is today, where they can do what the hell they want. Except for in Saudi Arabia. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, man. Mainly talking to the children of Israel, the daughters of Israel. The Negro, Latino, Native American women. All right, and the Israelites that are scattered amongst the other nations, of course, that look like the other nations, but they're Israelites. So the Lord telling them to hear his voice. So who's his voice? The men. He said, my what? It says Proverbs 8:4. Unto you, O men, I call. See, that's what the call went to. The call is going to the men. It says, and my voice is to the sons of man, yo. So the call goes out from the apostles and elders, and then to the men, and then the men make the call, and they call the other men and the women. They get the calls as well, and the children. All right, Ezekiel 34:31. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, saith Yahweh power. See that? So his flock, his pastor, his sheep, his priests, his prophets, his voice are men. All right. This is Galatians 1:16. All right. This is more proof that the Lord, Yahweh, is revealing Yahweh Shai through his men. Okay. Galatians 1. Let's start from 15. But when it pleased Yahweh to separate me from my mother's womb and called me by his grace. See, we've been separated from birth, man, to teach this truth, right? So we've been separated from birth to do this work. As it says in I think that's Jeremiah. All right. Now it says here, but when it pleased Yahweh, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me by his grace to reveal his son in me. See that? So even today, the Lord is revealing his son, Yahweh Shai, through his men, right, through his flock, that I might preach him among the heathen. So that's what Paul was set up for, to preach Yahweh Shai amongst the Israelites that was basically in a heathenistic mindset. Immediately I conferred not with flesh and blood, right? He didn't go straight to, when Paul got the truth, he didn't go straight to the circumcision. He didn't go straight to Peter and them, He went straight to go teach the word. All right. But yeah, that's proof that the Lord Yahweh is revealing his son in these last days through his men. All right. All right. Because without Yahweh Shai, we can do nothing. Without Yahweh, we can do nothing. So through his spirit of truth, his spirit has to be in you and dealing with you for you to even be able to understand the scriptures. All right. The book. All right. John 15:3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. See, now we become clean through Yahweh Shai. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself. See, the branch, that's what we are. We just branches. And we can't bear fruit of ourselves without the tree, without the vine, without the root, without the soil, right? Except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me. All right? That's right, man, because Yahweh Shai is not here. He's out in the heavens on the right hand of the Father. So he's with us in spirit, and his spirit has to be in you, and you become his spokesman while he's not here. John 14 and 16. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. All right, so that spirit is the spirit of truth, and spirit of understanding, the spirit of wisdom. That's going to be with the elect forever. All right, every time they come back onto this earth, it's always going to be with them in the womb, separated from the womb, man. All right, woman, womb from the womb. Even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. See, the world cannot receive the spirit of truth. So that's the separation. The Most High has to predestinate it in you from the beginning. Because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. All right, so the spirit has to be in you like it was in Paul for you to understand this truth, man, and have faith in these last days and to call on the Lord. All right. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. See, we need comfort in these times, man, because these are perilous times. See, those Edomites over there, they don't have no kind of comfort, nobody to comfort them, nobody to protect them, nobody to save them. And these words are comfort to us, man, that the Lord is our deliverer and he's on the throne. All right. It says, yea, yet a little while and the world seeth me no more. Right. This is when he left the earth. But ye see me because I live, ye shall live also. All right. So he said the same one that we saw ascend is going to descend. If you believe back then, he set you up for you to believe today. So it's already signed, sealed, and we just got to be delivered. All right. I forgot who sang that song. Signed, sealed, delivered. What's that? Stevie Wonder? Yep. Everything already signed. It's already sealed. We're getting sealed. And we just got to get delivered. And that day, ye shall know that I am in my Father, that everything he said that the Father told him, it was true. And, all right, and ye in me, and I in you. See, we're going to know that the Spirit is in us. All right. So you have to be separated from the womb to speak this word and believe, and to be able to call on the Father and be comforted in these times. So to look at them on TV and see is like they don't have no comfort, And ultimately, they're going to be led, a lot of those nations are going to stop their fighting, and they're going to fight against Yahushua and the angels when they arrive and try to stop our salvation. Shit. But they're going to lose horribly, man. So this is nothing compared to what's about to happen. Right? He said he's sending a fire upon this earth that's going to burn into the lowest hell, man. All right? I mean, every parts of the earth, the Lord's going to send his wrath upon this place. Isaiah 66 and 15, for behold, Yahweh cometh with fire. So he ain't just sending fire as far as destruction and judgment and wrath. He's also bringing fire with him in them chariots. All right? Through the missiles. And with his chariots like a whirlwind, right? To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire, man. So they're going to be blasting stuff like War of the Worlds, man. Dump it out. Just destruction. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. All right? So, hey, that's why we're seeing all this destruction happening. So the Lord is already pleading and judging all flesh. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. You see that? So this is just the beginning. The slain of the Lord shall be many. You know, people dying by the thousands now. Especially over here in America, it's going to spook the hell out of everybody when they see death by the thousands, you know, in mass number. And missiles dropping on whole neighborhoods and the ghettos too. That would be like the lowest hell. All right, so the Lord said that, man, because you see how that woman looked? She was like she's trying to be a man out there and trying to fight in the war. She was like, I feel like I got to because I'm of age and I'm healthy. That's what. See, she repeating what they done told her. The government done told her, you're healthy, you're of age, you can do this. Isaiah 32:9, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice. So who's the Lord's voice? As I've proven it a minute ago, the men of the Lord. That's his voice. All right, speaking through the men of the Lord. Start from Pastor Har on down. You know, to the sincere brothers in the truth. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech, man. So hear the men out there teaching and telling you, warning about the destruction and the judgment that's coming, and how to repent and to turn back. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. And that woman looked troubled on there. She about to have to walk up the street like Rambo with a big machine gun in her hand or something, and with bullets coming back at her and bombs and missiles. They about to go, man, listen, people gonna faint right on the battlefield. All right. Ye careless women, many days and years shall ye be troubled, for the vintage shall fail. And this message is really to the women of Israel. All right. The gathering shall not come, man. So everything they hoping for in America is not going to come. You know, all the riches and wealth. Where you going with it? Where are we going with it? What are they really chasing after in the society? They get rich in America, then what? If ultimately we get old and die, or sudden death or some shit, and that money get passed on to somebody else, or the Esau take it, or you get all the money and then Esau's system is set up to take it from you. You know, mortgages and all this shit, taxes, and thieves, and family members. So and then on top of that, the Lord said where moth and rust and thieves cannot corrupt, because the money can be corrupted. Even though it says $20 on it, doesn't mean it's the same value as $20. It's really only like $1 or 60 cents. So that's called hyperinflation or dollar crash, right? So what are they really chasing in this society, man? Besides perdition and destruction. All right? Chasing their own shadow. So it says, tremble, ye women that are at ease, man. There's some scary times coming. So the Lord's saying, tremble at his presence, man. Tremble at his word first. And he said he'll deliver you. Ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, gird sackcloth upon your loins. So they're going to be brought down to a low level. The same ones walking around all the cosmetics, which I'm tired of seeing. Like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's and all them. Yeah, man, that time's about to end. All right, their mirth and their fun in this society is about to be over. All right, they might have to pick up a machine gun and go out fighting the war. All right, so yeah, man. But those that are in the know, those that are in the truth, male or female, we know that it's the Most High that's controlling everything. It's the Most High that kills and makes alive. It's the Most High that's bringing this judgment and wrote everything into existence, spoken into existence, and warned us of what's to come through Yahweh Shai. All right? Warned us of his future judgments upon this place and how to be delivered from it and protected and exempt. Amos 3:6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Them trumpets is blowing and flaring over there in Kiev. And what's it called that? Ukraine. You know, the war alarms of war. Just like over here in America. The scripture say that there's a sound of battle in the land. All right? That's why you're seeing troops and tanks going up and down the street. People putting videos up in Atlanta. They got long rows of tanks being shipped around all throughout the country here in Babylon. So it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city and Yahweh have not done it? So the Most High is bringing that bad times, or what they would call evil over there. The Most High controls good and evil. All right? So the spirit that's on Russia right now, the Most High put that spirit on him to make his moves. Surely Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. All right? So the prophecy is what this is all about, the perilous times. So the Lord has revealed it unto his prophets to warn our people, male or female, old or young, and they're to listen to the men of the Lord's voice. All right? But he revealed the secrets to us, man. The lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord Yahweh hath spoken, who can but prophesy? All right? Because that's our way out. So the Lord has already spoken. So now you got to see who is he speaking through? Who does that message go through? All right? Because the prophecies are matching up today, you know, with the spirit of the truth. And if they're not speaking the truth or the true prophecies, then the Lord is not speaking through them. It's the devil speaking through these people. Deceiver, deception. All right? So according to prophecy, start from Apostle Tahar on down, these prophecies are coming to pass. You know? And that's just it, man. And it shows you who the Lord is speaking through. And the rest of us out here that's sincere in this truth, man. Not everybody, but the sincere ones, man. You know? So with that, I'm going to say, I'm going to end it there. That was just a video that just caught my attention. They was all gathering, getting guns, but the scriptures say that, man. It's going to happen right here on the soils of America as well. All right? This is 2 Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals, meaning goods and foods, you know, everything is cheap in America, and shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, man. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. You see our damn people all over the internet flashing money. Everything is about money. Money, hoes, and clothes, and food, and drugs. All right? For many, right, man, because at the same time is growing upon the earth sword, famine, and great confusion, man. That's what's happening all around the world. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of the famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, man. And, you know, and the ultimate sword is the missiles. But they're gonna be dying out here by all kind of missiles and guns, you know, in the wars, gang wars, rebellion wars, civil wars, world war, right? Regional wars like what's going on over there in Kiev, what you call Ukraine and Russia. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down, man. Just like over there, it's going to be worse over here in Babylon. There's going to be dead everywhere. There's going to be nobody to pick up the dead. Just like during, what they call that, Katrina. You know, all the police got the hell out of Dodge, and the coroners, and the ambulance. There was nobody to deal with the bodies. And that's how it's going to be over here. It's going to be so many dead. And the ones that would usually do the services of dealing with the dead bodies, they're going to be dying as well, or dealing with their own families. All right, so that way said the slain of the Lord are going to be many. And what we're seeing over there in Ukraine is an example of what's coming. All right. and the dead shall be cast out as dung. See, they're not going to be taken care of and buried and all that. And see how they dress a body up nowadays. Even Ephraim is so wicked, they'll stand the body up in their house and put them on motorcycles and shit like that. But in that time, the body's going to be cast out as dung, all right, just to the dirt and left out there. And there shall be no man to comfort them. See, they're going to need comfort. See, there's going to be no man. And a man in this sense would be like a serviceman, you know, no police, no firemen, ambulance, governors, councilmen, mayors. You know, nobody going to be around to comfort the people. There's going to be a cry for wine in the streets. And shit, at some point, even in that day, the men of the Lord ain't going to be around to comfort them. Because, you know, it's going to be a famine of the word. So everybody's going to be left out there, man. All right? But us in this truth, we're comforted already. And we'll be comforted in that time as well, Yahweh Ratazah. All right? And there'll be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted. And a lot of these women not going to have men to comfort them either. All right? The earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. And then we're seeing one of these cities and countries get cast down now. I want to go watch it in a minute, see some more updates, what's going on over there. All right. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. See that? And the trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? You know, so who gonna groom the trees? Who gonna send out construction workers? Nobody. The earth, you know, grass gonna start growing through the damn streets, because just like what you call a lockdown. Look what happened to the earth. Or look what happened to America. You walked up the street, it was dead quiet. You could hear a pin drop. All right. The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. And that's when all the animals going to move out of their places in different areas. All right? Because the lack of traffic of humans, that's when the animals increase their habitat. All right? They start to voyage off more. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. Right? What's that? The phone communication is going to be down. They talking about cyber attacks. So you're going to desire to hear somebody's voice, and you ain't going to be able to talk to them. People going to desire to get on Instagram and all this social media shit, and they ain't going to be able to talk to nobody. You can go out the street and look for somebody, you ain't going to find them. You know, try to pick up the phones, they ain't going to work. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of a field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks, man. That's how bad the war going to be, man. People going to be trying to hide all over the damn place. Anywhere they can hide. And also in bunkers. All right. As in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives, or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard, right? Even so, in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search houses with the sword, man. So them Gurga troops, all these damn UN troops, or whatever type of troops going to be going around in these houses over here, martial law troops. And they're going to be searching people's houses, man, and kicking people out of houses. It says, then shall be known who are my chosen. All right. Even so, in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through, man. All right. So, and the virgins shall mourn. These young women going to mourn. They're going to be crying. having no bridegrooms. You know, just about to get married, but they got to go fight in the war. The women shall mourn having no husbands. The daughters shall mourn having no helpers. Right? No fathers, no uncles, no brothers. You know, because they're going to be dying in the wars. The slain of the Lord shall be many. And most of those women that make it going to be given to the men of the Lord. In the wars, see that? And we're seeing it. Cut on the TV right now. You look up Russia and Ukraine. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish in the famine, man. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. So that's what this word is to, you know, to the servants of the Lord. So that's our confidence and our faith is in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to deliver us from what we're seeing the wicked go through. The scriptures say in Psalm 91, only with thine eyes shalt thou see the destruction of the wicked. All right, so with that, I'm going to say Shalom.